at the generator, and they basically got wiped right there. That was kind of a big turning point for the game. That they weren't able to convert that into like any kills or a generator, and instead it kind of turned on them. That was a pretty big turning point. But first ban is out, and it's a Trixie. Just like we saw first ban last game. You think Harrower is going to be second ban here?
Yeah, I think it's Terror.
Yeah, these two heroes I think are the most banned heroes in the series too. It's just a lot. They just are so strong in the early game, and they scale pretty well. They do fine in the late game as well, but they're just so strong early laning phase.
Might be Kata as well, I don't know. I'm not sure. It depends on how they like it. Maybe Kata or Harrower.
Right. Wait for the second ban. All players are in the lobby, so as soon as we get picks and bans going, we'll be ready to go. Hopefully ready to go. Man, they're really thinking about this, huh? What would you ban here if you weren't going to ban Harrower?
Either Worm or Kata, I guess. I probably Kata.
Verm or Carter? There it is, and it is Harrower, as we expected. They really thought about that ban, though, and maybe they were thinking of banning something else, and it's like, that's fine, we'll play against a Harrower, but in the end, there's our ban, and that's that.
Yeah, you gotta think about if you want to change your tactic or if you just wanna you need to calm down after a loss and after a game and just breathe a little bit and focus on the picking and banning again.
Yeah, you gotta just, whatever happens game one, just, gotta let it go, right? Just go into game two fresh. I mean, it's hard to do. It's hard to do for most of us, but you gotta be able to give it a go. But look, we have a Vex Claudessa picked up again for F3, and we have a Vermilion Bow again picked up for SBPlease or SBPlease. Interesting that they're able to get there, and a Carter picked up as well. So almost the exact same lineups coming out here. I wonder if we're going to see the exact same lineups.
I hope not. So.
I hope not as well. I don't want to see the match happen again from different sides. So I don't know. We'll see if this Bastion is picked up right now or not. They're really thinking about it. One more pick. What would you pick up here? Try and guess the pick before they pick. What would you do?
I think they will pick up again Bastion. I would like to see something aggressive, but it's hard against Vex, so no Melody probably.
What about a Ray? Or, yeah, I don't think Melody. Caprice, maybe?
I'm hoping for a Shank bot lane from Artemis, so they can't.
Yeah.
But they will last pick it, so it's.
Yeah, we won't know for a while. I'm sorry. You do the drafting for Reason Gaming, right? I'm not.
We do it more as a team. Like okay. I have the last word in it most of the time with Sachi.
Okay.
Because Ray Tinder.
Yeah, Ray Tinder. So the Ray pickup's not too surprising. The Tinder pickup, though, a little surprising. So we'll see if they go for like a strong push with that Vermilion Tinder lane. I'm assuming it's going to be a Vermilion Tinder lane and then a Bow Ray lane, which is strong in its own right. And they're leaving it open. They could pick up that Shank if they want in the bottom lane.
Yeah, you want to conceal the bottom pick as long as possible, so you have the most options.
Most options indeed. Hmm. Well, they have a Vex. Are they going to pick up another Featherstone here? I mean, they probably want to secure some type of attack damage, right? Some type of carry roll for that. I would
I'm
assume.
pretty sure they're going for go, not for bow, for the rook again. Like, it worked out pretty well last game, why change the running system.
Yeah, but Rook's not. Rook's more of like a caster, right? If you think about like Rook's skills, his skills and how he runs, he's like he's a caster ganker, right? I don't know if he's really a carry. I mean, obviously anyone can do anything. But do you really feel Rook fills into that same role as like a Vermilion does, or is it just different?
It's just different. I think you're like more. It's more about positioning and going for the squishy targets and either like trading 2v1 with the rook instead of like staying alive and trying to deal as much damage as possible as you do on Vermilion.
Right, right. Wow, they're really, really, really thinking about this. Let me check chat, just make sure. Okay, there's nothing in chat. They're just, these last two picks are super important for them, and they want to make it happen properly.
Yeah, like you need to decide on the bottom lane with the last picks, and you need to think what they might send bottom, or what they don't, and how do you want to react to that?
Sure, sure. Man, they are really... I might have to see if they're still alive down here. I'll give them one more minute to see if they are alive or not. Oh, what I would do for time limits in Strife Drafter.
But I think it feels longer than it sometimes is. I don't know how long do they have in LCS or something. I think 60 seconds or for like 2 picks. Like it might be actually the same. We need to start running a stopwatch.
A stopwatch, yeah. It's like this has been 5 minutes and you haven't picked yet. Hurry up and pick. I mean, literally, there are not that many heroes left on the board. There is 11 heroes left on the board. I'm assuming some of them they just are not even going to think about picking up. So there's even less than 100 or less than 11. But they're really thinking it through.
I'm also surprised that we didn't see a Blazer in 2 games. In this game.
I don't think Serious Business Please. I don't think I've seen them really run Blazer. Not all teams run Blazer. I've only seen a few teams really run the Blazer and be effective with it. I mean, it's definitely an effective hero if it's done right. But I haven't seen it too often, at least not yet. You think they're going over their head? Do we pick Ace or do we not pick Ace? I think they got this Carter, so I don't think they're going to pick Ace for Relic. I think they're going to... Relic did a really great job on Carter that first game. They're probably going to roll with that again.
Yeah, this is also really his most feared heroes, Ace and Carter.
And obviously, they did not ban either of those, because who bans Ace? And who really bans Carter when there's other higher valued heroes to ban?
This is really long though, like, but I can't complain.
Yeah.
Like we are also like picking forever, so that's why I'm not complaining or anything.
I know. Every team, almost every team, I think, has taken their time on at least one round of picking. But they must be in TeamSpeak just going over every possible choice here. What would you pick? Let's go through that. What would you go with here? Let's see how close you get.
I would definitely pick up Rook over what.
Well, they picked up a Rook and a Featherstone. They thought about that pretty hard, and they do so. I wonder what they're going to run in the bottom lane. Do you think it's going to be a Rook bottom and then a Fetter Vex and a Carter Claudessa? I mean, that would be a pretty conventional laning setup, I would think. We'll see what they do. I mean, they could put the Featherstone in the bottom lane and run Rook in the dual lane. So last pick coming out. for please.
Like it's either Carter, Rook, or Featherstone. Like they have like free choice, but I think they will have either Feather or Rook bottom.
I don't think it's gonna be Carter. I don't think. I mean, they're gonna put Relic on that Carter again. Pretty sure, right?
Yep.
I mean, that's my guess. But they do need a last pick here, and they kind of need a bottom lane choice. It could be that Shank versus Rook.
It's pretty dangerous to do that.
It's really dangerous. Yeah. What about Shank versus? I mean, Hale versus Rook.
I don't know. I don't like the matchup anymore. I don't feel comfortable in any melee against Rook anymore.
Oh no. There was a while where you guys were okay with certain melee matchups against Rook, right? Like Hale. That was a thing for a while. Is that fallen off? Is that not as powerful as you guys once thought?
Like if you can land every W on the Rook, it's possible, but
it's so hard, yeah. Against a good Rook, yeah.
Like all the mana nerfs hit Hale pretty hard, and the creep nerfs, I guess, I don't know, like the creep aggro changes helped the Rook as well. I'm not sure if it helped the Hale or the Rook. I think it helped the Rook.
So it took them so long to draft because I guess the drafter died on them, and they had to like get into it. They had to fix it. So that's why that took so long. Just in case anyone was wondering why F3 took 36 minutes to pick their last two picks. But now we're waiting here on Serious Business Please for their last pick. Maybe it's the same thing. They could just tell us in chat what they want to pick, and we can go with it. But I think they're just taking their time on really figuring out what to do in this bottom lane matchup.
Yeah, like if you can't tell who's going bottom, like the option is always to try to 2v1, but they have Carter for that. So 2v1ing against Carter, do you really want to do that?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's tough, Carter. Maybe that's what they're trying to go over in their team chat right now. Do they just pick a bottom lane? Are they going to try and 2v1 a lane? What are they going to do?
Like, there's always the option in running the Vermilion bottom because he's fine against certain heroes, but he also loses to the Rook, to the Carter. Like, it's not in this matchup, but you can sometimes do it. But if you commit with the Tinder pick, like, it's really, really hard, so you can't change that around anymore. So they're forced into a weird bottom pick now. I'm really surprised what will happen.
Yep. This last pick, it's a big pick. Gotta ask if they're doing okay as well now. We need chat in the drafter so people can, say, hey, we're having issues or not. Oh, there it is. Oh, they pick up that Moxie. I don't know.
No, it's a Rook bottom. I'm pretty sure it's a Rook bottom now.
You think maybe it's going to be a Moxie bottom, though? Or are they going to try and run like a 2v1? Well, it might be a Moxie bottom, but they might try and... I don't know. Let's find out.
Like the 2v1, I think 2v1 would do Carter, like would be the best, but it's really hard to force it, and if they like smell it, or if they... I don't know, I haven't seen Serious Business Please run a 2v1.
I haven't either, so it'd be interesting if they do. I mean, if we go back like a month and a half ago, Serious Business Please, they were trying a lot of like unconventional stuff in games, so I don't know, maybe we'll see that come out. Just making sure F3's ready before I start this match. Alright, here we go. 90 seconds away. And we'll get another match going. Wow, that was a long time in between matches there, huh?
Yep. Let's see. I'm also interested in the patch choices on Featherstone and Rook system, depending on where they are going.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So, I'm I'm so curious to see if they're going to just do a conventional or try and 2v1. That Moxie pickup was a little... I mean, they could go either way now, right? So maybe they'll keep them on their toes. But I don't know if I've ever seen Artemis play Moxie. I'm sure he has, of course. But I don't know if I've ever spectated or seen him do it.
Me neither, to be honest. No, I don't. I saw him once on Mox. No, I don't think he did.
Well, but here we go, loading on in. So Artemis is on this Moxie, and oh, it's not going to be a Rook in the bottom lane. Looks like they're going to put the Featherstone again on a Nimit, unless Nimit's not going to go bottom, right? They could switch it up.
It might be Reddit. Like, I don't know if they're switching it.
Oh yeah, they could switch it up. So Carter versus Moxie, doesn't Carter still has kind of a bad time, right? I think Moxie should still win that matchup.
I haven't played this matchup in a long time. Like, especially with the Ring of Fire changes, it might be okay for the Carter, but it really, depending on how good you can land the rockets. But I think Moxie is still in a slight lead. I'm not sure though.
Well, it's how good you can land the rockets, or how well Moxie can dodge the rockets, right?
Yeah, like before the problem was you got pushed in as a Carter and were mostly forced to last hit under turret. And with the E changes, like, you could just spam the E and try to push it out that way. And but he's not. Is he going bottom? Well, they're dancing.
They're trying to decide. Oh wait. Nope. Okay, it's just gonna be Nimit down here. They haven't really decided, but they are gonna run the 2v1. Look at this in the bottom lane. They're gonna send the Tinder Vermilion bottom. And they're going to put this Moxie in the middle. This is going to be awesome. Or they're going to put Moxie top, maybe.
And Nimit with the passive pet choice on the Turtles. So I think he was prepared for the 2v1.
He may be. He might have, yeah, just as a just in case, right?
Like, on lane you can either do Pincer, Turtles, or Razor Bounder as well if you want to all in, but not much on like the 1v1 lane.
So this is interesting. They're going to put this Moxie top, but Shirogane is throwing mines at right in front of the tier 1 tower just to give Moxie a little bit of a hand when the lane gets pushed up to the tower.
And they might have a problem because like Cloudessa and Carter is good in a 2v1. But Cloudessa is not that good. There's a Vex better to push it in faster, but they are going for the mid lane with Rook and Vex again.
Yeah, they really like running this mid lane Rook Vex. I mean, it worked for them, ultimately worked for them last game, so why fix what's not broken? But I want to see what happens if they do any type of rotation once they spot this out. I doubt they will. And there is the Moxie down there, and they definitely spot it happening. And Nimit is just going away from here. Is he just giving this up?
I don't know, he's farming the creeps. Interesting choice.
Yeah. I don't know what they're going to do here. So interesting. And Marley taking a lot of damage. Going to survive, though. And they're going to turn it now onto this bow. And they got to be careful. Marley is actually going to go down, but so is Kiwajawa. Lag might be in a little bit of trouble as well. Oh, gets the stun off. Nice. Not going to be enough. But in that top lane, as you can see, even with those mines helping a little bit, Artemis is in some serious trouble already under tower. I mean, and that's just what happens in a 2v1, of course. And you do what you can do.
Yeah, what happened top lane, though, level 1 is Relit and Yaper were blocked so much that the first creep wave went into the tower, and you don't want that to happen because then you can't build out the creep wave and push with 3 creep waves.
Yep.
And that's why the tower is just that high on health already still.
Yep. And Relit taking a lot of damage here. I don't know who's going to lose their tower first. I'm pretty sure F3 is going to lose their tower first, just because of Verm. Tinder lane, they have a huge wave with this here, and Featherstone is not the best at clearing a wave out. This tower, yeah.
That's the scary triple wave we were talking about with the creep changes last game, and this will be tower. Like, he can't do anything against that.
Right, yeah, this tower's done. But an early tower does not mean you're going to win the game. We'll see how they're able to convert that into more pressure in the game. But they definitely got a tower.
I'm hoping they stay and
just push it all the way, tower. Right? Yeah.
Yeah, because like as long as the Vex is not 6, nobody's going to nobody's going to help, and nobody can help Nimit right here.
Right, and Moxie is doing an okay job at holding this off. Uh-oh, Artemis taking a little bit of damage, just chilling in the Ring of Fire here, and I think he's going to fall. He does die. He got a little greedy there, I think, trying to get that Carter, and it is what it is. But they're going to start getting a pretty good chunk of damage on this tower. I don't know if they're going to kill it. They do have Bo rotating over to kind of help, and they're just leaving this poor little Ray all on his own for a moment. So Ray's got to be careful.
Big creep wave bottom. I'm surprised Mr. Remix didn't go for the Captain's Crest, to be honest. Like, if it would be the Captain's Crest, I think this next tower would be dead with this creep wave again.
Yeah. I don't know, might go down with this creep wave right here. This is a pretty huge creep wave. They did get top lane.
They got the tower, but Mr. Remix Artemis got a kill and could cover as well, so...
Yeah, so SBPlease doing an excellent job in the early game right here. They're going to take 2 towers. A tier 2's just going down. Not much you can do about this. And here comes Carter, though. They might actually be able to hold it off for a little while. And now Mr. Remix, got to be careful. Taking some damage. Nice hook there. Oh, Remix getting a nice heal. Going to try and bound her away. Not going to be enough. Now Verm's in a lot of trouble. He's going to try and maybe turn this. Not going to be good. And that was that. They do have that tower really low, though.
Yeah, the risky part with the 2v1 is as soon as you give up a kill to the guy who went in solo on the lane, he gets a huge GPM bonus due to the gold mechanic. So Nimit and same as Artemis, who both got a kill here, came really good back to the lane. Like before, they were both at 250 GPM. Now they're back to 400 and 380 respectively.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's basically back to an almost even game here. Both lanes doing what they can, but here comes a big push. And then Alt even activated. They really just want to get this tower. Interesting, they kind of gave that up so they can get a tier 1 in the mid lane. So strong team pushes coming out very early on for SBPlease, or for Serious Business Please. I always get their name mixed up.
And they're trying to like not let the AD carries of F3 excel here. Like Featherstone and Rook are more like later game heroes than the other guys they're running here.
They got to get up here and defend this tier 2. Here comes a Vex though. Oh, that's for Marley though. That's for F3. Always so weird seeing him ult in because he doesn't have his boots yet. But Shiragami is here to try and save it, but he's got to be careful. Otherwise, he's going to take a lot of damage himself. And this tower's dead.
They are getting Yaper and Baldi out of it, but the question is it worth? Like, both teams will have to fight with vision control in the mid-game. Like, nobody will have vision with the towers gone this early.
There's so many towers falling in. I think this top tier 1 tower is going to fall here as well, because there goes the plant. Marley is porting in, but he's not going to stop this. This tower's dead.
Towers falling left and right. The mid tower is all, of Serious Business Please is also in danger and is going to fall. I don't think Recover can defend this.
Alt is off though, and Ray not in the best position and is going to fall down. Yeah, this is just the quickest tower game of Strife. 6 minutes in, and how many towers are already down? 1, 2, 3. 3 towers down for in favor of Serious Business Please, and then 1, 2 tower, 3 towers down for F3 for Flipside Tactics. So they're kind of even on towers, even though they got a tier 2 down.
Yeah, because nobody has finished his first item really yet. Like, everybody's so squishy, and every move is like leading to a death, every mistake.
Yeah, right.
Really
especially
huge.
Under a tower, right?
Kurikawa going on limit here, bottom.
I can see it, but lag. Oh, misses the ult. Kiwijawa is going to start taking a lot of damage. Here comes... Oh, the bow ult actually misses out on the Tinder, but it's not going to matter. They're going to get the kill. And Relic is almost... Oh my god, that Mystic came so close to finishing him off. I'd love seeing Mystic kills. It just didn't happen. And that is that. So, fight over. They are just roaming as a team right now. It's very interesting this early in the game to see like the laning phase completely just fall apart and move on, you know?
Yeah, 1 or 2 kills are going to lead into the tower. It's insane.
I do like the baby bounder on Setatonka though.
It's also like it kinda negates those captain crest rushes on the lanes. Like everybody, you only need really 1 captain's crest if you are not like laning anymore. So that's kinda dead gold.
Yeah, absolutely. And we have 2 over here on F3 side, right? And we have just 1 on Artemis on Moxie.
That was maybe the sole reason why Mr. Remix didn't build one.
Here is a possible fight going to break out here. I don't know. They really want this Baldir as soon as it spawns. It's going to be interesting to see how this plays out, because they're 3 versus 4 or 5, depending on who gets over here. It looks like everyone's rotating now. And actually, Artemis is in a lot of trouble. Gonna get ult. Is gonna get his ult off before he dies. Actually still alive. He does make it through. Bo gets a nice 2-man ult off, but no one here is really to follow up. Relit might fall here. Not gonna happen. Oh, nice ult by Ray. Here comes Marley, though. Shiragama taking a lot of damage. He's got to get a heal. He's gonna get healed. He's gonna be fine. And that's the end of that fight.
And it's pretty good to see, like, the Serious Business, please, oh my god.
Yeah.
It's prepared for those early team fights. They have 2 mana rings on their team, and they just want to duke it out, get the enemy out of mana, and then try to take objectives with that. It's really nice strategy.
They had a plan going into this game, you know, from the beginning, it looks like, and they're just executing on it right now.
Yeah. Like, also, like, with the... Yeah, those early border fights, which is happening right now, they can do it because they can stay with the Tinder, they can sustain themselves as long and with the mana rings. Absolutely. And the zoning potential is just there. It's really well thought of plan.
Yeah, this is exactly why they wanted this Tinder pickup, right? Tinder's got to be careful though, because he's about to die. Tinder is getting a little greedy trying to keep that plan alive on Baldir, but I think they might lose Baldir right now. Especially with Tinder down, they got to be real careful here.
Yeah, they have nothing much to check. Like the F3 still has the long range with the long range initiation from Rook and the rockets from Relit, so they still gotta need to be careful when Tinder's dead.
I think they're giving it up. Yeah, they're just gonna give it up. Any items coming out that are kind of odd? Doesn't look like I see any like really odd items coming out on either side.
No, I don't think so. Either.
I don't think so either. This team, they just roaming around. I wonder how that's affecting their XPM. There's a huge XP lead for F3 because of how they've been playing, of course. You know, they've been kind of grouping up most of the game. So F3 has a pretty big XP lead over them right now. Nice stun! Nice double stun. Oh, the Ray ult, though, is not going to really hit anyone they need to. And that's going to be the end of that. Nice try, though. That could have been a really good team fight initiation.
Somebody needs to go bottom, though. Like, this huge creeper can't be left alone.
I think they are sending over Vermilion. That's a lot of farm to pick up right there. And they're holding back this mid-tower push.
Yeah, Ray is stalling.
Yeah, this is a lot of farm. Look at all this juicy, juicy gold. Big fight maybe yet? Oh no! Here comes Moxie from behind. Nice Ray! Or nice Rook ult, I mean. Shiragama actually gonna live. Nope, not gonna live. Marley getting the Vormis Seekers out there. But the plant is down in a pretty good position. But that's not going to be enough. They lose Ray. They lose Tinder. Let's see if they're able to keep pushing back on this mid tower.
Yeah, the zoning on the Vexold was insane again. Like Leg initiated with the Crow, and then the follow-up stunned like 3 people in the Vexold.
Absolutely. Rook delivered Ray right on into Vex. That's the end of that little engagement. Kind of backing off. I guess they decide they're not going to get that mid tower right now. Lag's got to be a little careful here. He should be fine, though. Well, here's the whole team. Here is Serious Business Please. Mid lane. Thinking about something? Nope. They're going to rotate. I think Baldir is up any moment now. As soon as this finishes right there, gook, we'll have a Baldir up.
Yeah, I think they want to prepare it, and this time take it themselves.
Oh, Bo's going to try and initiate. Going to get a stun off onto a Marley. It's not going to be enough, though. They don't have much follow-up after that.
Vex is denying left and right with his shield. It's like they always have an initiation, but then the Vex cancel this and they don't really get something.
They don't really get something, yeah. So there's really no, I mean, F3 has a decent gold lead, 3,400 gold lead in the game, so I guess you can say F3 has the lead right now, but it's so early and it can swing at like any moment here. Like one team fight will put this right back into Please's favor. Here comes a possible nice pop on those mines, though, by Rook. And they are pretty split now, unfortunately. They're going to have to regroup. Here comes Marley, though, trying to get an engagement off. And Relic just doing work from far, far back. Marley actually getting out of here. They could have... Oh, nope, he's not. Oh, he actually gets stunned out. He's going to not fall. Oh, my God, that was so close. Marley almost died. I don't know what he was thinking.
But orbital drop is ready, so...
Nimit is in a lot of trouble here, though. He uses his bounder. I'm not sure why he popped the bounder. He might get a kill onto Ray. Ray is coming in from behind. The Marley's so low. He does ult in, though, and kind of scares him off. Yepper is still here, doing what he can. They're probably going to kill him before he can kill anybody else. And Serious Business Please coming out on top of that fight. Marley coming from behind, though, and getting Ray. Nicely done. And here's this fight still happen. Lag is still up, but so is Artemis. And they got to be very careful.
And they're trying to... Leg's going in.
Oh my God. Satatanka taking a lot of damage there. And that's going to be the end of that fight. Wow. Back and forth again. It's a whole nother game of back and forth.
Yeah, they didn't want Serious Business Please to leave there. They wanted to kill so hard, but they didn't want to overcommit and feed themselves, because else that would mean Baldir.
They really, really want this Baldir, though. I mean, they need the gold, right? This should get them back on almost an even footing, or close to an even footing, if they can secure this and not die. And it looks like they will. So if you look at the gold graph now, I guess it didn't... brings them back to about a 3,000 gold lead. The experience graph, though, is still pretty telling. So, Serious Business Please still has a little bit of work to do on their hands. And this mid tower, going for another strong push.
But they're holding it off, like, there's no way to push the Ray in without getting a kill beforehand. Like, it's so hard. But they're just splitting up and trying to get the farm otherwhere and extend the lead.
Yeah, absolutely. They are nice spot by Artemis there. They were looking for some type of gank, but that's not going to happen right now. Yeah, this game has become like a mid-war stalemate right now. While 3 guys go kill, the Ancients there. Gold Ancients at that, so that's nice.
Rel is working on his diadem. He almost has it now.
That's going to be big once he picks that up. Because he's got his Grimoire already. The diadem's going to be like a huge, huge boost.
And Marley doing the split push again. So like they're slightly getting more and more ahead by doing the split push.
Yeah, of course. I mean, that's why the split push is all about. And looks like they're going to send Vermilion down to the bottom here. That's a lot of gold waiting to get cleaned up again. But now it's basically a 4-on-5 because that Vex can get back into this fight whenever he needs to. But they are still doing a really good job just holding this off. And they're just sitting around this mid waiting for something to happen. Got to be careful here, though, because here comes an engagement. Possibly Nimit might be in a little bit of trouble. Nope, that bow throw is going to miss. And no fight's going to happen.
Yeah, it's even risky for them just to focus Nimit down, because he didn't really go for damage. He has mostly like tankiness items just to deal his natural damage. Like, and there's even mana regen crafted,
right?
Health crafted, so he's not really dealing the damage except with skills and the mana and the armor penetration.
They're just waiting for like one person to make like one mistake here and then just capitalize it. But here's Nimit in the top lane up here getting some farm. No one else. Interesting.
It's just a stalemate.
It's the biggest stalemate in Strife life. But that is what happens sometimes.
Like, with everybody so tanky, it's hard for Bo to initiate, and especially when Vex is around. Like, he can't really initiate on the Featherstone. You can't initiate on the Rook because he can dodge it. Like, he's pretty much out of options here.
Yeah, and they're going to switch it off, and instead of trying to get that mid tower, they're going to go right for this top tower and do some pretty good damage. Shiragama going to get ulted, though. Going to rock its way. Probably going to be okay. And in the mid, they're still holding it off, but big fight maybe popping. Here comes Marley from behind. Vex popping in. Going to take a lot of damage. Nice ult by Ray. Marley's still alive, though, and they're actually not killing him just yet. And he lives. And that is that fight. Wow. Oh, and Satatanka's got to be very careful here. Here comes Mr. Remix, though. Nice hook on the Nimit. Oh, nice double kill by Lady Tinder. Was that just Tinder's touch hitting both of them?
Yes.
Oh my god, that's a sweet, sweet Tinder's touch. And they do get the tower, though. Lag, gotta be a little careful here. It is a bow, and they're just gonna back out. And they're done. That's the end of that fight. But here comes another Baldir.
But you could see, due to the tankiness of the Featherstone, he just straight up towered both of them together and didn't really take that much damage.
Yeah, super tanky on this Featherstone right now. They're getting a lot of Baldir kills. And here, of course, is Marley with the straight-up split pushing. He's just keeping the pressure on, at least in one lane. But in the end, this gives a lot of free farm to that Vermilion if he gets over here, once they all leave. But here's this mid-lane action happening all over again. Somebody wants something to happen. Uh-oh, gotta be careful from behind here. Bo might be...
Yeah.
Bo might be in some trouble. He's gonna stick around. Bo, gotta be careful.
They're trying to sandwich again. It's really, really, really good. Nice to see.
Yeah.
It's so tempting. If you play the bow, you just want to engage on somebody and everybody's tanky, so you have no one to engage on.
Right. Man, this mid lane, this mid wars game is very mid warsy. Waiting for just something to happen. Looks like Bo's gonna go clean up that farm bottom, but that might not be the best idea. I don't know. They have a lot of wave clear here, so maybe they won't even get on the tower yet. As long as they can dodge those rockets. Oh my god. The mid action. So we have some split pushing going on, both lanes. But we're kind of just waiting for something to happen here. These mines and this Moxie are just clearing every wave as soon as it gets close to the tower.
What also is like pretty mean is, as a player, when you're in this situation, you can't really tell how far are you ahead, how far are you behind if you haven't like played it through and through only. It's really hard.
Yeah, these mines are gone. But more will come out. Here's Bo doing a lot of scouting, by the way. This Bo is not that tanky, but he's definitely doing a lot of scouting.
Yeah, he's the only guy who can get away if he gets caught with, even if he needs to use the ult. But they need to get the observatories and get the vision because the towers are gone, so he's the only guy who can do the dot.
Yeah. But they're here around Syndara now, though. I think they're going to set up for a Cindy or for a gank. What do you think is going to happen here? They're keeping this Bo Moxie mid.
Yeah, I think Ballia is up as well. Maybe they want them to have Ballia or Think, yeah, and then just do Syndara sneaky deaky like.
F3, I think, is a little smarter than that to let that go. But Moxie in a lot of trouble right here. Artemis kind of getting caught out. Going to get a nice ult off. He's actually going back in, but he's just going to get annihilated. And that is that fight. But here comes Marley. Or no, actually, Featherstone has Warp Boots. And this is a fight that SBP does not want to be taken right now. They're going to have to try and turn it. Nimit taking a lot of damage all of a sudden. Going to use his Bounder. Not going to be enough. Oh my god, that bow ult. They take out not just Featherstone, but Rook as well. And that was a beautiful, beautiful bow ult. Not just a bow ult, but the Ray right on top of it. Oh my god, that was lined up so well.
The Ray just prepared the bow ultimate, and now it's time for the tier 2 tower.
And then a Syndara, possibly. I think they should have saved this plant for Syndara.
Yeah, I agree with you there. But like it's safer, but like Reddit was still mid, so it should be Syndara.
It's you do what you got to do sometimes is to make sure you secure that tower, and that's fine. I don't think they're going to have too much of an issue taking the Syndara out even without the plant.
Moxie should rotate though, else it might be in trouble.
There is the Ray doing some wow, that's a Claudessa right there, by the way. And Shirigama just doing some damage. She's going to die for it. And they're not actually even close to killing this Syndara. They only got it to like under half health, and they got to be careful. Yepper is very low, but everyone else is really
ultimate.
Nice split. That bow's going to go down. Everyone else looks like they might get out, but this Syndara might be going down. We'll see what happens here. Yepper's pretty low. They're a little low on mana. Like, Marley has almost no more mana.
Moxie still has ult, but he's getting
oh my god, that's so much damage from that ult. They're giving this up, because that's all they can do.
Yeah, with the Tinder plant, they might have done it, but it's really hard to tell. Like,
it's
I don't
hard to
know.
tell. Sometimes you win some, sometimes you lose some. How are the graph looking now? I'm so curious. It's still sitting at this like 3,000 gold lead in F3's favor. They haven't really been able to climb higher than that. SBP has been holding them off at least from gaining any more gold on them. But here's a Baldir. Gonna be a big fight happening. Yepper and Marley are both here. They're waiting for everyone else. Here comes everyone else. Nice stun by Ray. He's gonna pay for it with his life, but he gets a nice setup. Claudessa is going to fall. Everyone else is really low. Oh, one!
The snipe!
Just took one rocket to kill Tinder. And that's that. I think they got to get on to this monkey now.
Counter is so crucial in forcing magic armor, or else if you don't have anything, punishing it or your carries and caster for not building it. It's so crucial.
Yeah. They got to be careful here. They're definitely going to lose a tower. They might lose a generator unless they're able to get this monkey down low enough, quick enough. And I think they're just going to give it up. Yep. Not even going to try and fight it. Because Baldir is still up at half health. But everyone is coming around. There might be a fight happening here.
F3 is trying to take the Baldir here.
They're definitely going to get it. Definitely going to zone him out.
And the gold creep suddenly increased to 4,500.
Exciting times right now. I'm just so glad they're not staring at each other in the middle of the map anymore this game. That's all I'm kind of happy about. Because that was a lot of stare down. It was like 10 minutes of them staring at each other. So, they didn't get a generator. They got the... Is that the last tower? They got the last tower down. There's still one more tower left in the game, right? This mid tower here? Yep. No, there's actually 2 towers. Still two tier 2 towers left. Nimit's gotta be careful here. They're going in. There goes the wind rush. Nimit is... I don't see him making it out of this. Marley is coming in, though. They gotta just focus this out. There goes the bounder. I mean, not the bounder. The, what pet am I messing with here? That we never see anymore. That was a nice turn. Marley coming in with that Vex ult was crucial. The, what pet does Nimit have that I'm blanking on?
Tortoise.
Tortoise. Good lord. Thank you so much. That actually Tortoise heal was pretty crucial in that fight. Because he got Ray ulted and then just Tortoised it right back up. And Carter getting a double kill.
The way Nimit built is just, he became just a split pusher for F3 here.
Yeah, he's got the warp boots, he has the attack speed now, he's tanky enough. He's like huge. They have 2 split pushers and it's pretty big. And they're just chasing this Vermilion all over the place, and at the meantime, going right in on this gen. Shiragama here, though, maybe going to get a kill here. I don't know. It is a pretty tanky Fetterstone, and I don't think it's going to happen. They really want to make it happen. He's going to try and pour it out. That's weird. Did he just give this up? I don't understand that. I guess he felt he wasn't going to be able to get out of there. That is what that is. So they're definitely trading some kills. I think Serious Business, please, needs to get like a really nice team fight win on their side, and then turn that into some type of objective, a Sindara, a tier 2 tower, something like that. That's what they need.
They can't
right
really
now.
catch the... Yeah, they can't catch really the split pushers, like Mali is way too tanky, Relet is way too tanky, and they're doing this 2 games in a row where they have just the bottom laner with the warp boots split pushing, and then either he's getting help or the Vex is getting help while they trying to gank and the rest of the team is doing objectives and zoning.
Right, yeah, and they're not even really doing anything to kind of push their lanes out either. Like top lane is getting pushed in again. Mid lane, I guess, is probably pretty static right now. But they're not doing a whole lot just to keep their lanes pushed. To kind of, you know, save off that split push for a couple minutes, but they're around the Baldir pit here again. They're going in on this Marley. They're going to get the wind rush off. Mana is used. Marley, they got to be careful because they're just going to get turned on.
Walking into the mines.
Relit is going to live. Oh, nice Ray ult! Oh my god.
That was huge.
They needed that pick offer. That's exactly what they need to be doing, and this should be a free Baldir.
Like Relit didn't see it coming, and Yeper was, because he thought he had support from Relit, was overcommitted. It was really, really well done.
Right.
But the split push bottom.
Yeah, all at the same time here. No tower damage. Oh, nice ult by Bo, just to kind of do what he can to save this, but they're going right in, and they might be careful. Nice ult by Moxie, stunned out by Ray, and they're going to try and chase Marley down here, but he has those warp boots, so he's really, really quick. But Lag's going to get caught out here. He probably has his hook.
And Sindara is up again.
But here comes...
Just in time.
Here, perfect timing, and I think this should be a free... And they have the plant this time. There's really nothing they can do to stop this.
Yeah, Relit was going top there for a second, and so yeah, he's struggling going top or mid, and they will arrive too late. This plant will be done.
They got the monkey, and here they go. Now they just don't need to die right now. No dying before the monkey pushes.
Tinder plant will not be up in time, so it will be really, really hard to force something. I think they will just go for a turret here and play it safe instead of going for a generator with the monkey.
Yeah, I mean, they're slightly behind, and if they can get these turrets down, that might at least open up the map for them. They could split push on and get both of these turrets, I think.
But the gold lead closed down to 2,500 for F3 now, so they got back 2k gold. It's really everything is open. So if they can get a pickup on the back line on lag or Relit, they have a chance of winning a team fight.
They had some like really nice picks, and they got a Sindara. So yeah, definitely closing the gold gap, and they got a Baldir out of it too from those picks. So they've been making some good plays in the last few minutes or so here. But here comes the big push. They need to get Moxie down here before a fight breaks out. But Marley is, of course, just going to keep split pushing. This is what happens when you got Warp Boots, when you have a Vex with an ult. This is why a lot of teams ban out Vex. He's just such a strong split pusher. He never has to be with you as long as his ult is up. Shirogami, oh yeah, I thought he was going to actually warp back to protect. Because they have, there's a generator going in on the top there, but that means they're going to lose this bottom gen. I don't know if they should be trying to base race. Here comes Marley, though, from behind. And they are doing a really good job fighting this. Mr. Remix is still alive. Yepper doing a really great job in the front line. And they are possibly going to lose. No, they have Shirogami here in the top lane. Artemis has to be careful. Doing what he can. He actually might be able to take Marley out here. He does. Marley getting a little too... I will, okay. To Ryzen when we're done here. But Marley, I'm sorry about that, guys. I got distracted by somebody messaging me. But that's okay.
Going for the mid generator here.
Yeah, they're definitely going for it. But nice try for a stun there. They are going to hold it off for a moment. They need a creep wave. Gives the rest of the team a Bow's coming up right now. They might be able to hold this off.
Yeah, but Relit almost blowing up 2 people at once again. Like, they go to half HP just from double Q. It's insane.
Yeah, Relic does so much damage. He has, you know, a power conduit. He has that diadem. It's just nuts right now. What's his power? 290 power with a Grimoire. So, yep. That is what happens. Are they going right to the bottom lane to try and backdoor this, you think?
We might see a backdoor in here. Marley doesn't have ult yet, right? No, 10 seconds.
Yeah, 10 seconds means it's up for the next fight.
Oh, he really misses the stun cage. That was close.
Moxie pushing out the top lane because here comes Featherstone. I don't know who's going to win if they fight right now. I think Moxie should be able to win this.
He will get support from Vex, I'm sure.
Yeah, but there goes the ult, and there goes both ults. I don't know. Artemis is in a little bit of trouble here. He needs one more out attack. They actually kill each other at the same time.
I thought Vex would ult her and then they would push the top tower, but Marley was like, maybe Nimit told him not to TP, he's fine. Like maybe that was a misjudgment.
Yeah, they probably felt that Featherstone had enough to kill Moxie 1v1. And it was really close. I mean, they killed each other with the last hit. But here comes a possible fight brewing around here. I don't know why they're at the Sindara pit, but they are. They really want this bottom. They want this bottom generator.
Oh, Rook Arrow.
Oh, he actually almost got away there, but he's dead. That was a very nice attempt at trying to rocket boots away from that deliverance there. It just didn't happen.
Will he be up before Sindara spawns? I'm not sure. Like I can't tell. The timer's getting really close.
I don't think he will be. But they don't want Sindara. I think they want to try and backdoor this gen maybe. Or try and get a pick if somebody face checks uphill like somebody almost did.
Yeah, but Rook doesn't have Deliverance ready, so...
That's true.
The bow...
They don't have bow here either, though.
Like, yeah, they have nobody to check uphill. Like, everybody's scared. Mostly can check with W, but that's it.
It's smart not to check uphill, though.
Marley out of position, though?
Oh, sorry about that, guys.
Oh!
And look at that! Oh my god, those rockets coming in on Vermilion. And they're actually going to switch it onto Vermilion. But Bo is here. Nice ult by Bo just to try and save some lives. But he's going to fall from that. And Tinder falls as well. And that's going to possibly be a generator here. They really want it. We'll see if these three can hold it off. They have a lot of wave clear, and just maybe. But there goes the ult on to Artemis. He's going to take a lot of damage. Does survive. Oh, he does not survive. But Vermilion does get a double kill. Oh, nice deliverance. And that's what happens with the uphill. All that's left is a Vermilion. And they're going to switch right over to the...
10 seconds. That might be too much.
I don't know if he can stop this, though. There's a huge creep wave on here, and they're just going to get this gen. And they're going to go in onto lag, but here comes Tinder. Are they going to be able to finish Marley off here? Marley gets...
to catch one.
They got a Hexbane, but they're not worried about it. And, I mean, obviously they lose both gens, so this is very similar to last game. Look at that huge gold lead spiking up from those generators. But that is a-okay. So now, so what does SBP have to do? Do they even have a shot of getting back in this game?
I don't know. They had to catch one there and then try to force something by getting Sindara or pushing somewhere, because they can't win a direct 5v5 right now. Like,
well, if they can win a big, I mean, if it happens somehow, if they can win a big fight around Sindara here, get Sindara, or just rush right for a gen, maybe can get him back in the game. But Marley's just continuing to split push, and Relit and Lag are here. They get Tinder's in a lot of trouble if they go on, if they continue on here. Looks like they're gonna back off. And they're going to go...
But is falling. Yep. Yeah.
Yes, indeed. But there's the big Sindara fight. That didn't happen. And SBP in a little bit of trouble here. So they do get a Baldir. It's a little bit of gold. It's not the worst thing to grab if you can get it for free. But yeah, they need to figure out a plan. They need to set up, get like a huge gank on this push, or do something. Because if they just wait for this monkey to hit their generator, I don't think they have they're way behind on golden items to fight with the downed generator. Unless somebody makes a big mistake. Like if Bo could get an amazing ult into like a Ray Stun ult or something, I don't know. Into like a Moxie ult. They really have to make something happen here. Nemeth is just real tanky, but they're jumping in on it. They want to make it happen. There's Bo waiting for the right ult chance. He's going to ult, but it's just going to be on Nemeth. Going to fall. Yepper going down here. Claudette is going to fall. That's what they needed to kind of save off at least this current monkey. Because now they can just go finish this off and try and push something. Maybe get the tower. They still have 2 towers up.
They first need to get the monkey though, but that's exactly what they need to do. They need the pickups or cabin brushes, get them while they're splitted, and try to force something.
But that was a nice pickoff that they found right there.
Yeah, I first thought they overcommitted too much damage and too much ultimates on Nemeth, but it still worked out. I think Marley still had cooldowns on his ult or something.
Yep, absolutely. So here they are back in the mid lane. So they need to figure out how to turn something into an objective, I think, because they're getting picks, but they're not making anything happen from it. You know, just getting kills is not enough in Strife.
Yeah, with the permanent split push, all your lanes are always pushed in. So where do you go to make something happen? You could backdoor. If Xandara's down, you don't really have an option.
I think someone needs to sell some. I think someone needs to sell boots and get some warp boots. Like, I think this Tinder needs to switch to some warp boots, just so they can at least counter some of this split push that's going on. Or maybe 2 of them, maybe even get this bow or something. Because if they push too hard altogether, they're just going to get backdoored, right? So they need to have some type of quick port option to defend with. Nemeth, though, might be in a little bit of trouble going in again, but it's going to miss from the Ray Stun, and that's going to be that. No more Shock Field today. And they're playing very, very conservatively because they know if they get wiped out, if they lose 3, they're just going to rush right for that generator, or right for the Crux. They're probably just going to ignore the generator. Here they all are, though. Let's see if they're able to find a pick.
Yeah.
Like, if they can...
They're both trying to stay in the brush and then trying to engage from the side, but they're really good at scouting with the cutter rockets and Nimitz Q, so they don't really have the surprise.
Yeah. That's the end of that little Baldir kill. So this is really coming down to, like, one more fight in this game. And they need to make that happen. Nemeth, though, gonna pop some mines, but just shields it. It's a pretty beefy shield.
Sadly can't see the shield value. I wanted to watch how high it is, but it just says 25%, so...
Right. Oh, there's the stun that they needed. Here comes a fight. Bo actually was gonna go in, but then Bo backs out. And then they are on the run. Marley, though, gonna get countered on. He does get hexbaned out. Gonna get ulted, but... that's kind of the end of that fight, I feel. They everyone kind of blew a lot of abilities. No one got a kill. Time to fall back and reset.
Yeah, everybody just, like, 2 people got like, really deep, and then everybody disengaged instead of, like, trying to commit because they wasn't sure about the situation. It was really close one.
But here's this push in the top lane. I like how far back Relit is. Relit just going, trying to get some rocket damage in on somebody, but not gonna hit.
He can still blow...
Go ahead.
I said he can still blow up the Moxie, and... Oh, no, the Moxie has... no, he can only blow up the Vermilion right now. Everybody else has a berry token.
There's a lot of berry tokens coming out right here. Except Vermilion. Vermilion might want to consider one, but I think he's just going to go straight up damage. They're just keeping them in their base right now. Like, there's nothing they can do to leave.
They're trying to get Relit some good angles on the rockets and trying to snipe somebody and then commit. Like, that's how you can see, like, everybody's zoning and then Relit's firing the rockets from behind.
Right. And they're gonna... looks like they're gonna rotate down to Syndara. Syndara gonna be up very soon, maybe?
No, it's still a quarter of the circle, whatever that time is. 50 seconds, 1 minute.
I don't know. I'd have to time it with the stopwatch sometime to see what means what on this. Oh, it is up right now. I figured. Yeah, I don't know. I can't read the animation. I'm sorry, I can't read Strife dials. I cannot read Strife dials. But all right, they have a monkey. They need to not squander and get picked off this time, and they should be able to just end the game with this.
Yeah, now I would like some offensive bush camping from Serious Business, please.
Yeah,
like
this is their shot, yeah. Marley, because though, in the top lane here, I don't know if Bo wants to engage on that, though.
If the monkey reached the generator, I think it's generator, so they need to do something.
Yeah, but they doesn't look like they're just gonna push lanes out. They really, really do need to set up in a bush. They don't know where the monkey's going yet. Let's see what happens as soon as they find out, you know, what lane the monkey's in. But if they go too far out, they might just get backdoored onto the Crux. They got to be careful of that. Just get the vision.
Brush camping against Carter and Featherstone, like it's hard. Like, I don't know.
It's almost impossible. But we're gonna find out here in a moment if they're able to get a pick off, because here is Carter way back. Way back.
Will the Featherstone try to end, though, if they team fight? I don't know.
I don't know either. But here's the push. Monkey is almost here. I think we got a big fight, Baruin. Maybe the fight. Yeah, Featherstone's not here, so they're pretty confident that they can do this without... Oh, there he is. Big fight popping though. Here is
Deliverance on.
Hold on, nice ult by Bo, pulling 2 back, but it's just not enough. They just don't have the damage output. And unfortunately, that's going to be game. Yeah, they're just out-golded right now, right? Like, they had a good team fight. They had some decent ability uses there, but the damage output on F3